Good morning, third grade. Happy Monday. We are super duper close to being at the end of our journey this school year, which is just so crazy to me. It's absolutely bonkers. I cannot believe that it's already mid-June. That is just mind-blowing to me. Um, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started for the day. So this is what the packet is going to look like for this week. And we're going to be focusing on characters this time. All right. So our learning target for the day slash week, and in the packet as well, is that I can use the text to help identify important aspects of a character. So i.e., that i.e. means, for example, motivation, feelings, traits. How would you describe the person? How is the person feeling? What are they doing? Why are they doing that? Things like that. Okay. So here are a couple little charts that help you understand characters and their traits. So when I'm thinking about a character trait, I want to think about, well, what are they doing? What's the actions and what are they saying, the dialogue? Um, and so some common character traits might be you're kind, you're funny, you're mean, you're rude, you're brave, you're selfish, you're smart, you're funny, you're shy, things like that, okay? And so you really want to make sure that you're using evidence to help prove that, oh, well, I know that the character is selfish because he did this. For example, I know Miss Martinez is funny because she tells great jokes, right? Perfect. So that's a great example. Um, so that's just a little bit of what you want to be looking out for. Now, characters have feelings and then they have traits. The feelings are how the person is feeling at that time, what their inside is. So I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm mad, I'm nervous, right? Things like that. And then the trait is how you would describe their actual personality. You wouldn't say, "Oh, I think that Marissa is very sad." Well, she's feeling sad, but how would you describe her? Well, I think that Marissa is really talented, things like that. So you want to make sure you understand the difference between those two things. And your character traits is going to help you figure out, well, their motivation. Why did they do something? Well, so and so did this because they're selfish. So the character trait helps you understand why they might be doing something. Okay. If they're brave, then yeah, they're going to go run into the burning building. If they're scared, they're going to run away, right? So things like that, you want to make sure you're thinking of. All right. So today, to look at characters, we're going to be looking at Fire Dog. This is called Fire Dog. So let's go ahead and read this together. Make sure you're reading out loud with me or that you are reading along with your eyes. All right. So this is like a little journal entry. It's a diary. Okay. So it's a July 8th, 1902. So this is a while ago. This is the diary of Lyon, and he is a Dalmatian dog. So we have to put ourselves in this dog's shoes. We're not looking at a person, a human. This is a dog. Okay. So keep that in mind. All right. Here we go. Today was a hard day at the fire station for Deb and I. We are the two Dalmatians at the town fire station. So Deb is also a Dalmatian dog. Okay, so Deb and Leon are both dogs. It seemed there was a fire on the outskirts of town. An apartment building went up in flames when someone dropped their cigarette and fell asleep. Why do people smoke? It is so unhealthy and it causes fires. We dogs are too smart to smoke, but humans are not so bright. Anyway, the fire alarm rang just as Deb and I were playing a fun game of Chase the Stick with firefighter Jimmy. The horses, Janet and Marcia, were asleep, but they woke up pretty fast when the firefighters bolted toward them and jumped into the wagon, calling, "Giddy up!" The horses knew it was time to pull the fire wagon. So remember, since we're back in the day in 1902, we didn't have fire trucks where we could just drive them. Instead, there was a wagon that the horses had to pull along, okay? You can see photos of that online. Maybe I can show you one in a second. We'll see. So that's what that is. That's why there are horses in the story. Deb and I ran out of the firehouse, barking like mad. In our language, we were shouting, "Get out of the way! The fire wagon is coming!" After our warning, we took our places on either side of the wagon and let out our throatiest barks as we raced alongside the wagon through the town. The good news is that today people got out of the way. But the bad news is that the horses are afraid of fires. So as soon as we started to approach the fire, Jenna and Marcia began to slow down and get scared. I nipped at their heels and barked even louder. And when we parked at the scene of the fire, they were really scared. That was when Deb and I did our tricks. We walked on two legs, we rolled over, and we spun around just to distract them. The horses laughed, and we were successful in keeping them entertained while the firefighters put out the fire. Those firefighters are my heroes. They slumped back into the wagon after dousing the flames, and we headed back to the fire station. All of us crashed on the couch to rest. It had been a long day. All right. So let's go ahead and answer some questions about the story that we just read. So what does the first paragraph show you about Lyon? So let's look, this is the first paragraph right here. So a good idea is to reread it, right? Because we probably can't remember everything that was talked about. So let's reread it. Today was a hard day at the fire station for Deb and I. We are the two Dalmatians at the town fire station. It seemed there was a fire on the outskirts of town. An apartment building went up in flames when somebody dropped their cigarette and fell asleep. Why do people smoke? It is so unhealthy and it causes fires. We dogs are too smart to smoke, but humans are not so bright. So what does that tell you about Lyon? Does he think that people are very smart? He wishes he were a human. He thinks dogs are smarter than people, or he thinks horses are smarter than dogs. Pause the video to answer the question and put your finger or your mouse on the evidence for that. All right, what did you come up with? He thinks dogs are smarter than people. Yes. And where do we have the information for that? Right here. We dogs are too smart to smoke, but humans are not so bright, right? Perfect. Awesome. Let's look at the next one. Why did the apartment buildings go up in flames? Why? Pause the video and answer the question if you need time. Someone dropped a cigarette, right? And it said it right here. An apartment building went up in flames when someone dropped their cigarette and fell asleep. But cannot be doing that, ladies. No, no, no. Excellent job. All right, next one. Why do Lyon and Deb do tricks for the horses? Choose two. Why do Lyon and Deb do tricks for the horses? To distract them from their fear of the fire? People in town love to watch their tricks, to teach the horses how to do tricks, or to entertain them while the fire is being put out. Which two of those are correct? Which one? Which ones? Which ones? That one? Yeah, to distract them from their fear of the fire because they were really scared. And what's the other one? Yeah, to entertain them while the firefighters put out the fire. Excellent. Awesome. All right, this one. How does Lyon feel after he gets back to the firehouse at the end of the day? How does he feel? Does he feel excited, bored, tired, or miserable? Well, at the end of the story, that's when he goes, right? So let's see. They slumped back into the wagon, and all of us crashed on the couch to rest. So if they're crashing on the couch to rest, how do you think you would describe him best? Which one? He's super excited? Nah. He's miserable? Nah. He's tired, right? He did a lot of work. Awesome job, ladies. All right, but that's not all. I got a couple more questions, and then you're done. I promise, okay? How would you describe Janet when the fire broke out? Now, first off, if you do not remember Janet, then you need to go back to the story and figure out who Janet is, okay? Janet is one of the horses, exactly. So what do we know? We'll look back, pause the video if you need to see about this part of the story, okay? Now, knowing what we know, How would you describe Janet when the fire broke out? Happy, calm, petrified, or excited? Well, ladies, if you do not know what one of those words mean, which you might not, and I might have done that on purpose, there's still ways to figure out the correct answer. First, process of elimination. Which ones do we know it really just isn't? Right? Which ones were we like, I'm not so sure about that one? Yeah, I don't think that Janet was very happy when the fire broke out. So we can eliminate that one. So we'll just get rid of it. Do you think she was excited? Oh, yay, a fire. No, nobody's excited about fires. Calm and petrified are the last two here. If you're very calm, how would that look? Yeah, you're really relaxed. Was Janet very relaxed? No, she was what? How would you describe how Janet was feeling? She was scared, exactly. Well, I know that calm isn't scared, so that leaves me with the word petrified. So that would be my best answer, and that is correct because petrified means to be really, really, really scared, okay? And that's exactly what Janet was. Good job. Now the last one. What word best describes Lyon? Lyon is who? Who is Lyon? Yeah, he's our main character, right? He's the dog. He's the one that's telling us the story. Which word would you use to best describe him? Weird, lazy, brave, or stupid? This should be an easy peasy one, ladies. I'll give you 5 seconds. Which one is it? Yeah, brave. I definitely think that he would be described best as being brave. Excellent job, ladies. That is all I have for you today. Make sure that you're still doing your online work and your packet work consistently each and every day, even though you only have one video per week for ELA and then one for math, okay? So don't forget to check out the math one if you haven't already. I hope you ladies have a fabulous, fabulous week, and I will see you all later. Later, alligators.